Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually a order that was placed on my Etsy website. So I'm working on a customer's order. I thought it'd be really cool to video it for her and send her a link to the video so she can see the steps that it took to kind of create this tumbler. So if this is something that you're interested in, then keep on watching. I'm starting off this video by prepping the tumbler, and I am using a 17-ounce stemless wine glass by Hog. You can see that I prepped it purple, and now I am doing the epoxy method. I'm gonna spread about 1 ml all over the tumbler, and then we're gonna apply the glitter all over. The glitter of choice for this tumbler is called Sea Witch. That is a color from my shop, sugarandspiceglitter.com. I do not believe it is in stock right now. However, keep an eye on the shop because we are going to be having a huge restock of a lot of my popular glitter colors. So yeah, this is a really pretty holographic purple that I'm going to be putting on this tumbler, and I love it so much. This color is really pretty. So I'm going to show you guys a quick little preview here of what it looks like. You can see that there's some purple and pinks and even some blues in this one. And yeah, I'm just gonna sprinkle that all over the entire base of the tumbler, get really good coverage on here, and also prepping it purple helps with that as well. Once that's sprinkled all on, I'm gonna let that cure for 2 hours and then put the top coat of resin all over. You can see I have a pretty good amount. I believe I have like 20 ml of resin here. Of course, I'm using the Counterculture Artist resin for this one. I'm gonna spread that evenly all over the entire tumbler, and then we'll let that cure for 24 hours and we will go in with the next step. So here's another little clip of the tumbler spinning. Now, after I've applied 2 coats of resin on this tumbler, I apply another coat, very thin coat on the layer of this tumbler so that I can adhere the Dippin' Dots. So the Dippin' Dots are these really cute neon matte little dots. They're in various different sizes, and I take a pinch of that in the palm of my hand, and with my fingers you can see I'm kind of rubbing my fingers together and sprinkling those dots onto the tumbler. With this part, you do not want to go super heavy with the dots. I really want them to be scattered sporadically throughout the bottom and top portion of the tumbler here. So I did use, like I said, I did use about 10 ml over this tumbler to get the dots to stick. So yeah, that is what I'm doing here. I'm going to do that to the bottom and then also to the top as well. Once I'm happy with the amount of dots I have, then I stop. You don't want to go too overboard. So in my opinion, I feel like it looks too clumpy. I like the scatteredness of the dots. However, it's up to you however much dots you want to add or don't want to add. Now you're going to see me here apply the dots to the top portion of the tumbler. Again, I'm doing the same exact thing I did to the bottom. Excuse my hand in the way, but in a second I will move it out of the way. I think now here, okay, yes. So here I am sprinkling that on, same motion, kind of just rubbing my fingers together and letting the dots fall where they may, without trying to get them too clumpy. And then after I've applied the dots, I'm gonna let that base layer of resin cure. And then I'm gonna go in with the vinyl design. Now I do not cover the dots with resin before applying my vinyl design. The reason for this is because the vinyl design is going to go in the center of the tumbler, and so in my opinion it's not needed, especially since the dots will be cured onto the tumbler. So yeah, in this next step I'm going to apply my vinyl design, and I'm going to actually show you guys how I weed out the little tiny portions of the lettering. So you can see that some of the letters have the inside portion of that vinyl. With those, because they are so little, I apply my design onto the tumbler first, and then I pick those little pieces out. This helps me to keep the vinyl design in place, without messing up the letters. So yeah, you can see here that I'm peeling off those inner portions of those letters very, very carefully without piercing through the resin layer of my tumbler. You just want to make sure that you're being super careful when you're picking off, when you're doing this part, because the tool that I'm using, the tool that you guys probably use, is really sharp. So just be careful. Either way, we are putting a top layer of resin over this to seal everything in, and you may need 1 to 2 layers depending on the thickness of your resin layer. So with this next step, once I'm done here, I'm gonna apply the resin, let that cure, and then go in with a second layer, make sure everything is cleaned off, and then you're done and you're ready to go. So before I apply my resin, I'm taking my heat gun and warming up my tumbler as well as warming up my resin. The reason for this is because it's easier to get the resin to glide over the tumbler. Especially I had my resin kind of sitting a little bit to get the bubbles out, so it was a lot thicker than usual. You may be able to tell here. So heating up the base of your tumbler as well as the resin kind of warms that up and gets it flowing a lot easier, so it's not as thick. Said before, you'll either need about 1 to 2 coats of resin. I actually go in with 2 coats of resin because this layer is pretty thin, so I do go in with a second layer over this and let that cure, and then the tumbler is ready to go. So I thought it'd be really cool to record a customer order for you guys. I know it's not like a actual tutorial, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope if the customer does see this video that she enjoys watching the process as well. So if you enjoy videos like this, if you enjoy the content on my channel, please be sure to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you want to see me create actual orders here on this channel. I mean, I think it's fun, and I'm probably going to keep on doing it anyway, but if you enjoy it, then let me know. And I will talk to you guys in our next video. I have a really, really fun video coming up. I'm really excited to show you guys. It's going to be an awesome tutorial, especially for the holidays. So if you're excited about that, be sure to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.